And I said to Murray, I said, well, it's 2016. Keisha's family is going to be at the house. Jaquita's family is going to be at my house. And my family is going to be at the house. Murray said, you a bad man? I wouldn't have all them at my house. I mean, what you... I literally got it written this way. I said, I'm going to introduce Jaquita and her family to my family. He said, huh? So he brought the chairs. I'm not joking. He brought the chairs. We set the chairs down. And I said, well, Murray, I'm going to go change and get dressed. Came out. Murray was sitting down and made himself comfortable. I want to read this the way I wrote it in the script. The family started arriving, and Murray made himself comfortable. We had dinner, and Murray made himself comfortable. Jaquita, no, I'm not lying. We played cards and games, and Murray made himself comfortable. Everybody left. I ain't lying. Murray was still there. Had made himself comfortable. Man, I got to be honest. This is probably the funniest part about it. So Christmas came, and I said, well, Murray, will you be kind enough to bring me some tables and chairs to the house? And so he loaded them up, and here we go with Christmas. The families arrived. Murray made himself comfortable. We had dinner. Murray made himself comfortable. We played cards. Murray made himself comfortable. And the families left, and we made ourselves comfortable. Now, I got to tell the truth here. So we were sitting down eating, and Jaquita's grandmama, Tanya's mama, was sitting there. And I said, Murray, what you think about Jaquita's grandmama? Y'all, I ain't lying. If y'all could have heard them too, she said, Nanny said, I don't want no old Murray. And Murray said, I don't do old women. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. They were going, he said, this one, he said, she can't do nothing for me. And they went back and forth, and Murray stayed there. He didn't leave, he just stayed there. Oh my God, that was so fun. I thought about and I've wondered as I've tried to establish relationships in the church, why can't everybody be Murray? Whenever I went to preach, I know my time is over. Whenever I went to preach within driving distance, Murray went with me. He never missed me preaching. Since 2016, the only time he missed was that Sunday when I did Darius Barnes' funeral, and he didn't show up. The only funeral. And I called Lola and Trina and was like, where's Murray didn't show up for the funeral, which is unlike him. I remember when I had to preach, it wasn't in driving distance. I preached at Sands Mama's church. Oh, y'all gonna laugh at this. We on our way to, I say Jackson, but it's really Denmark, Tennessee, outside of Jackson. Charles, listen to this. The van broke down. It's all women on the van except Murray. Saying about telling the truth. So we called Pee Wee. Because we wasn't too far, but I think y'all was right past Bellevue or somewhere out there. So they called Pee Wee to come and get the van. So they tell me, because we pulled up behind them, me and Banks. We pulled up behind them. And I said, and Sam said, well, you go on because you got to preach. You go on, we'll be okay. I'm thinking, with a van full of women, that Murray gonna stay. Y'all know I'm not telling the tale. It's the truth. Murray got off that van, got in my back seat. I said, Murray, what about the women? They gonna be all right. We drove from here to Denmark. Hey, man, I like, Murray, what you gonna stay with him at least? He left them women on that bus. I thought about it every funeral for the nearly last 5 years he was there, not just at Mount Gilead. If I had to go to the funeral home, he was there. In COVID, Murray didn't miss even the funerals. Me and Senior, we have to go there. Senior gonna play for me. Murray didn't miss nobody's funeral, even in COVID. He called me and said, you doing so-and-so funeral? Yeah, what time is it? I said, I think the visitations at 12, the funerals at 1. If nobody else gonna be there, Murray gonna be there. I'm thinking about funerals and saying called Murray, the mortician, the funeral home guy. We was on a Zoom call last week with the trustees of the church, and y'all know Pee Wee can say some crazy stuff. Pee Wee said, you know, because Murray died in January, and then last week we got ready for the service, but Hills of Calvary called and said they can't dig no graves because it's so cold, so we had to push it back. I think it was Sand that said this, matter of fact. It was Sand that said this. Sand said, well, y'all know Murray happy. I said, why is he happy, Sand? He at that funeral home with Tanya, and he loved him some Tanya. I remember one time I left some stuff at the office here, and I was in Mount Juliet. Only Murray. I called Murray. I said, Murray, some stuff on my desk. Just hold it for me. I'll get it when I come back out south. Murray showed up at the house. Brought the stuff in. Sat down. And made himself comfortable. And stayed there the entire time. Every Sunday, I used to get on him. He would bring a Ziploc bag of chewing gum and peppermints and give them to my wife. And I say, quit giving my wife candy. You ain't giving her none. And then Sam mentioned, I remember Murray was here cleaning up, so the downstairs closet, you can unlock it from the outside, but there's no lock on the inside. Murray locked himself in the downstairs closet. Calls Pee Wee on the cell phone. Pee Wee said, Murray, where you at? He said, I'm in the closet. So they come up here, we get him out of the closet. I said, what you do? He said, well, I was going to climb over. I said, Murray, ain't no way you was going to climb over anything to get to the other room. Oh, I got even a better one than this. When I first got to my guy, I told Murray, you got to take that neck brace off now. It's been long enough with it. Come on. Don't y'all get quiet on me. Murray, you've been wearing this neck brace for the last 15 years. Now, you're going to have to take this. You're going to have to take this neck brace out, you know. Murray singing with the neck brace. I got 2 more, then I'm going to close. What about him getting out of the car? When he had the wreck in the 300, and you know, the driver's side door wouldn't open. Y'all never saw Murray climb over the seat to get in on the other side. And then my last thing about Murray is I had to ask him this one day. I said, bruh, how many T-shirts do you have? He wore white T-shirts everywhere and some blue jeans. I thought long and hard about Murray. He wasn't just a member, he was a brother. You don't get members like Murray. Sand said it right. We'd be here on Mondays and Tuesdays with the office staff going through finance stuff and all of that. Murray didn't have a job. He didn't have to be here. He'd be sitting right there. I'm going to tell y'all something so funny. Y'all know this is the truth. I got one more. Then this is really funny. So I told Murray, I told Murray, I said, man, I'm going to the house. I got to go pray for some people. He said, how you do that? y'all know what church. Y'all remember this? I said, what you mean? I said, I'm the preacher. I'm the pastor. You just go to the house and you pray for him. He said, it didn't work for me. I said, y'all remember this story? So I said, what happened, Murray? God, honest truth, y'all. He said, I went to go pray for a girl, she was on drugs. He said, when I left, I took a little picture. He said, I've both been praying for her. When I left, we both were high. Am I telling the truth? I said, Murray. He said, so you go do that. I don't pray for people. I don't pray for people. And that was him. Y'all know on Sunday mornings when we be waiting for Murray to get down here with the offering basket, y'all remember I had to call him out? He'd be at the back jangling them keys. I said, and you trying to hold, it's time for offering. It's time for offering. It's time for offering. Finally, I had to call him out. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Murray, will you come on down here, man? I'm waiting on you, man. Murray knew how to take jokes and take them as jokes. He didn't take it personally. He served me faithfully. He would ask me, what time you getting here? I said, Murray, we be over here. He'd be me and Gloria here, Reuben. Murray was the first one here and the last one to leave. After church was over on Sundays, everybody else gone their way, and finally we waiting on Sam and all them to come out of the room. And here comes Sam and Harold them out of the room and Tate. And where's Murray sitting here? I said, Murray, we'll lock up. I got it. So the death of Murray represents a new day for this church. He'll be missed. Cleta took a little bit of my sermon because the close is, who's going to take the place of Murray? And I wrote this, the worst thing in life is to be gone and nobody misses you. And I and most of us took Murray for granted. We just assumed he would be here. We went to the house on that Wednesday after we had put the call out, and I was going back and forth trying to see where he was, and then when they told me, get to Trevecca, I was the first one to get there at Trevecca. And after they had taken Murray out of the apartment and took him on the way, we went in the apartment, and they gave me Murray's keys. I put them in my pocket, but they told my pocket, so I can't. I mean, seriously, we got one key that's a master. Murray got the master key on the keychain because I checked it. I'm trying to figure out why did he still have the other 92 keys on that keychain when one key fits it all? Who's going to take Murray's place? I'm done. His last words to me, and I want to close on this one. Y'all, Murray knew his pastor. And not everybody you can be yourself around. I'm going to say this to this church because it's for Murray. So, Murray couldn't come out for Christmas this year because of COVID. So he told me he got Jaquita some perfume and he got me my gift. And I had issues with that because don't no man need to be buying my wife perfume, but he buys Jaquita perfume every Christmas. I mean, what kind you want? I'm like, first of all, where are you getting the money to buy this type of perfume that she likes, It was at Maul's funeral, Harold and Milton. We were getting ready to leave to go to the cemetery to bury Maul. And Murray came to my truck. He couldn't run. He said, hold up. I said, what you want, Murray? I got your gift. Y'all want to know what the gift was. I know you nosy folk. You want to know what he got. He got me the biggest thing of a libation that I like. You can be holy if you want to, but that was Murray for me. My last words for Murray that I heard from him was, I got your gift. And on that day, y'all come on, he got his gift. Murray's seat will be because his seat will be empty. Thank you for Murray. Thank you for Babe Bruh. Thank you for what he has meant to this church. I pray for Mary and I pray for Charles. We lift Fred up to you. This is hard, God, but even when we go through these type situations, you've promised never to leave us alone. Life well lived, and now he can hear you say, well done, good and faithful servant. In Jesus' name.